The Leake School of Greater Boston will host their annual 5K and Health and Fitness Day to culminate Autism Acceptance Month in April.
We actually have changed a little bit in how we refer to April. Rather than Autism Awareness Month, it's Autism Acceptance Month. One of the things that we are focusing on kind of now and in the future is really promoting neurodiversity, and that we are all part of a community of people that just have diverse ways of interacting with each other and with the world, and the individuals on the autism spectrum are a part of that. The funds then are used to support the school and to support the students, and really to give them some of the extra things that may not be covered by their tuition rate. It's important for people to know that that money really goes directly to the services that we provide for students. Like I had mentioned, there's the technology, and there are other needs the students have. Something that we're in the process of finishing up is a new playground with a large pavilion for the students that will actually provide an outdoor learning space that's also protected from the weather. That was all done with fundraising money, and wouldn't be there for the students if we didn't have the supporters in the community that helped fund that.
The nonprofit private school has been a part of the Walpole community for over 20 years.
The League School basically is an educational school for serving students with autism spectrum disorder. And that's really a wide spectrum of students, from students who will get their high school diploma and could go on to a community college or a four-year school. And we also have students who need hand-over-hand assistance with basic living skills. We have both day and residential programs here. We're a 12-month program, so we operate all year long. The school was begun in 1966. It was in Newton at the time. It was founded by Dr. Vetstein and his wife, and it really was to serve students who weren't being served well in the public schools, including their son. The school moved a number of times. It did move to the Lindemann Center in Boston, and then eventually moved here in 1999. And our mission really is to prepare the students for adult life, to make them as independent as they're capable of being, so that they are successful when they go out into the work world or into further education. I think what is pretty typical of a school that serves students with autism is they use an applied behavior analysis model, usually referred to as ABA. And we do have staff here who do provide ABA services to our students, but we're really looking at the whole student, kind of taking a holistic approach. The CERTS model emphasizes social communication, which is an important aspect of education for students with autism, and that's the SC in CERTS. And then the ER is emotional regulation, helping the students to be able to monitor and to keep their emotions regulated so that they are available for learning. And then the last part of the CERTS is the TS, which are the transactional supports. And those are the skills that we teach the students. We also work with the families around to help them with social communication and emotional regulation. I think one of the important things for people to know about our school is that we're very involved in the community. We have a number of vocational partners, up to about 30 employers out in the community that our students go out and do work on a volunteer basis, although we do pay them to some extent for that work. And it's really part of training for the students, for the work world, but it's also a learning experience for those employers and learning to accept employees who may work differently or need different accommodations than a more typical employee. I think that the school is really embedded in the Walpole community, and I think that we're an important resource for the community, but also the community is an important resource for us. And our students, are out in the community frequently, whether it's for work, as I described, or for leisure and recreation. And we really appreciate the way that our students are accepted out in the Walpole community.
To register for the 5K, donate to the cause, or sign up to sponsor the event, visit the League School's website and scroll down to the Events Calendar tab.
Click on the links for upcoming events, and that will provide links that will lead them to our pages where they can register to participate, they can do fundraising, or they can make a donation.